Hello, I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about the movie Parasite, and more specifically, I'm going to be analyzing the mise-en-scène and illustrating how it subconsciously portrays our characters as being parasitic in nature. So first, let's take a look at the lighting of the opening scene. We start with this opening shot where our protagonists are shown to be living underground in a semi-basement. The lighting in this shot shows us how the outside world is brighter and cheery while the family is living below in the shadows of the world. This camera move reveals Kevin, who only has a little bit of light shining on the top of his head, but his face is obscured in the darkness. This brings us into our next category, acting. The first thing that we see in this opening scene is the family leeching off of their neighbor's Wi-Fi.
야 기정아, 야 윗집 아줌마랑 IP 타임 암호를 거셨다 드디어.
And their acting tells us that this isn't their first rodeo, as they already have another system in place, much like a parasite would, to find another host.
높게 들어야 돼, 높게. 구석구석 사사시듯이 해야 돼.
Moving on to the composition of this scene, when Kevin finally does find a new Wi-Fi network, it happens to be next to the gross toilet in their bathroom. But like parasites, they don't care that they have to be near a toilet to get what they need. Just like a parasite, like a tapeworm, that it doesn't care that it has to live in a shitty situation, literally, that it needs to get what it needs. The symmetry of this shot points our attention towards this confined space that makes us feel claustrophobic in this grimy bathroom. As shown before, the family lives in the low level or bowels of a building, much like a parasite, like a tapeworm, would inhabit the bowels or digestive tract of a creature. This setting also conveys to us that they are low on the food chain and that they are not apex predators. They're surrounded by trash and filth and don't have a lot of space to live. In contrast to this, later in the film when Kevin is seen going to the rich family's house, he is first seen walking up stairs rather than retreating down into his normal house. In this scene, he's framed as being this small foreign object entering this bigger system. He's dwarfed by the size of the rich family's house. This new family is rich, they live in a very clean environment, and they have a very big space high up above everyone else, pointing to them being the apex predator that a parasite might want to inhabit. This brings us into costume. The family is almost always seen wearing these muted earth tone colors to help them blend in with their environment, much like a parasite might want to. In many scenes, their clothes can be contrasted with the people they parasitize, such as the rich family, who are often seen wearing bright colors, and in this opening scene, the pizza girl. She is dressed in a bright orange shirt that makes her stand out from her environment like a fruit ripe for the picking. The muted colors that the Kim family wears can be seen as part of a strategy to sneak up and not alert the host. And this is exactly what they do as we get into our next area, blocking. Despite the fact that their work wasn't up to the pizza girl standards, they still argue for more money and even try to leverage a job out of it. But the way they do so is very carefully choreographed. First, Kevin talks to her on the left. Then, his sister comes in on her right. And finally, his mother creeps in. The three of them slowly creep in and seem to multiply like a parasite or virus as they trap their host. Through the mise-en-scène, this film was able to subconsciously convey to the audience that these characters were parasites, and later in the movie, a lot of these early details become more apparent. I hope this video was interesting, and thank you very much.